Cracker. Nigga. White trash. Fuck you, nigga. What the fuck you rapping for? Cracker ass cracker, got your rebel flag with your camo hat backwards. Stains on your shirt with your fucked up teeth. Piece of shit truck broke down middle of the street.
What up, Buzz fan? We back another Beers and Bars video. I'm Casey.
It's Court.
Adam Calhoun over here.
Yeah.
He coming in with some racism.
Damn. Yeah. Huh. It seemed like he kind of talking,
Some stereotypes coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it looked like right now.
So the channel manager says we got to check this one out, Buzz fam, because we did that Joyner Lucas one, that I'm Not Racist one, and some of the other ones. So see what Adam Calhoun's on about on this one. I think I might have the way this came in, it sounded kind of familiar. I think I might have seen Stevie Knight react to this a long, long time ago. When did this come out? Before we even started reacting. Yeah, 6 years ago.
Okay.
So maybe like during COVID lockdown or something, I might have seen this. Hang up. We'll see.
What the fuck you rapping for? Cracker ass cracker, got your rebel flag with your camo hat backwards. Stains on your shirt with your fucked up teeth. Piece of shit truck broke down middle of the street. Old lady bitching in the passenger seat, smoking like a chimney. Kids in the back can't breathe. Got a kid on her lap.
Dang, man, he coming hard at the trailer park right now. Is he talking about himself? Like people telling him like what you rapping for?
Yeah, yeah, really though. It's wow. Because I know though, and it's like I wonder what people who actually kind of like I'm living like this kind of like lifestyle was like saying about this right now though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know though. Like as far as like you got people who do kind of. Like live like that though, like they have like the camo hats or whatever, Well,
that reminds me of that one from that he did. Was he in? I can't remember if he was in with Tom McDonald. And they had the shotgun and all that stuff, and they were like talking about some of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, man, like the White Boys or whatever.
Yeah.
That
was one of our first with Tom McDonald songs. That should have me rolling. All right.
Passenger seat, smoking like a chimney. Kids in the back can't breathe. Got a kid on her lap, smack his ass if he speaks. Always wearing white beaters cause her ass getting beat. Okay, that's white trash, but what about a hillbilly? Redneck motherfucker, never even near a city. Out in the woods, hunting deeper than the wolves. Get that big old buck, bring them home, eat until they full. Or they out in the shed, on the side drinking shine. Old lady bitch, better bring your...
I just like his flow kind of, right? Like the way he like riding that beat, like talking like all these stereotypes, like, what about these hillbillies out in the hood? Like,
man, going to catch a buck, like a buck. Yeah, man. And then
sipping on shine out here.
Eating it all or whatever though, like which is true though, it's just like, hey, like whatever you catch, you eat though, whatever. Yo, man, he like nailing the man, okay.
Or they out in the shed, on the side drinking shine. Old lady bitchin', better bring your ass aside. It's way past 9, you been drinking all night. Gotta get to work on time, up before the sunrise. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass, I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass, I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass, I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass, I don't care, kiss my ass. What the fuck you rapping for? Nigga ass nigga, got your sagging pants with your ass hanging out.
Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. What?
I think this is when, because I think this is why I remember. I think Stevie Knight was trying to figure out whether he actually said that or not. And I think, Buzz fam, drop a comment down below. I think that him and Stevie Knight had an interview together because of this song. Maybe that's what I saw. Maybe I saw the interview between him and Adam Calhoun.
You don't got the card for that though.
Facts.
and I'm surprised right now though, that the people behind him,
surprised.
Didn't have nothing to say about it. I'm surprised.
I am also surprised, Buzz fam.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what you got to say.
What the fuck you rapping for? Nigga ass nigga, got your sagging pants with your ass hanging out the back, hanging out.
And they're all cool with it? You right.
Yeah. Yeah, like how is that though? Because I mean, I don't know. I see the average person having something to say about that.
They're gonna get murdered.
Having some murder she wrote. You know,
I'm trying to remember him and Stevie's conversation. Like,
yeah. And how these people so cool about it in the video, you know?
Because I think maybe Adam said something about being in jail and they were cool with it. I don't remember. Something like that.
I don't know. You know what though? Like, I guess, you know, on like maybe on the flip side, you know, I've heard, you know, black people say, you know, like the offensive names of, you know, redneck and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know, like those types of, you know, names too as well though, you know, and he's saying that, you know, in his rhymes though, you know, and it's just like, you know, kind of.
So he's just using
You know,
it because of like the stereotype.
Yeah. Though. And it's like, you know, and it's like, you know, and I've heard plenty of, you know, like black rappers like use, you know, those words, you know, when they raps too and everything, you know, I don't know, like it is kind of hard, you know, hearing that because of the fact that, you know, coming from, you know, this other side, you know, it's so offensive because like they use it in such a different way.
There's a lot,
you know what I mean?
More dark history behind it, yeah.
And like maybe like he's using it to kind of like show love or whatever, or something. I mean, or something to that effect, or paint a picture of the other side of it all.
I think he's,
you know what I mean?
Picture, yeah.
You know, so yeah, but still, it's just like kind of like, you know, but like some people hearing it for the first time or whatever, you know, it may not go over as well.
You should read the comments after this.
Not at all. Right,
nigga ass nigga got your sagging pants with your ass hanging out the back, hanging out in front of liquor stores selling crack, just so you could put some 24s on your Cadillac. Baby mama bitchin', you ain't taking care of business. All you do is smoke weed, run around with other bitches, and you can't keep a job cause you in and out of prison. Guess it must be Trump's fault cause you make.
Yo, he going hard.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, and again, it's like hard, like when somebody from like the outside's talking about it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, you know, like what the hell, you know, like you don't get the pass to talk about it, though. You know, but you know, like again, you know, there's
to be fair, he
like
is
black
saying,
people talking about,
yeah.
you know, like his side of things
the,
too, and like he talked about his whole side of things too as well.
And it's similar to like what
yeah.
people in the comments were saying. To check out this one because we checked out I'm Not Racist from.
Yeah.
For Joyner or whatever, right? And he plays both sides of it.
Yeah, that's right. And it's like, you know what? But like he is speaking the truth though. Like he is speaking the truth though, you know, but it's just kind of like crazy, you know. But I'm just saying it's just like, you know, it's kind of hard, you know, when certain people don't have that pass to do it though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But just saying. All right, let's go.
I'm surprised he didn't get canceled for this.
Yeah, honestly. I'm surprised too.
J-Lo almost got canceled like 20 years ago. You know saying that shit? So, yeah.
Bitches, and you can't keep a job cause you in and out of prison. Guess it must be Trump's fault.
Wait, what'd you say? Like, who? J-Lo got? What?
J-Lo said that shit with Ja Rule or some shit.
Okay,
in a
well, I'm
video
gonna say this.
Time ago.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. You know, this is okay. You know, this is kind of like off the subject though. You know, this is no, it is on the subject though. You know what? It's kind of weird because Puerto Ricans have had the past to do that.
Usually.
Yeah.
Not
and it's like J-Lo is Puerto Rican though, you know.
That's
and it's
what
just
I'm
like,
saying.
you know, she should, I mean, because Fat Joe has said it. Big Pun has said it though, a lot though, you know, and you know, they're Puerto Rican, you know.
Right. Yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I remember that being like a whole thing when she said it in one of her songs or in one of Ja Rule's songs or whoever's it was.
Yeah. Other bitches, and you can't keep a job cause you in and out of prison. Guess it must be Trump's fault cause you making bad decisions. That's about niggas, but what about black folk? Raise their kids right every night. Mom and dad are home, hunting for a job, not crying about a privilege, crying out to God, stop the violence where we live in. Fuck it though, you a nigga and I'm just a cracker. They pin us against each other, sit back and they watch it happen. In the hood they selling crack and killing over shoes and jackets in the
Yeah, so you know what he did too as well? Like what I just kind of heard.
He flipped it into like the government
to
using it against you.
Yeah, but also like he flipped it to, you know, you're a black man trying to do, you know, right, trying to do this, trying to do that, you know, trying to like make things, you know, better or whatever, but you're still like, you know, up against a struggle and stuff like that too as well. And then, you know, I just like heard him just like right now, like flip it back to, hey, like use like
you're
you
a cracker, you ain't
and
doing none
you know,
of this shit. And,
and I'm this and stuff like that. And
he's
yeah.
like basically saying they're just trying to use these things, these words to pin us against each other to keep us both down and instead of letting either one of us rise up.
Other sit back and they watch it happen. In the hood they selling crack and killing over shoes and jackets. In the trailer park they fall apart, a bunch of Mac addicts. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass.
You know, I think it's, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the word, like, as somebody who's mixed and like has been like told they can't say it because they're not black enough, or that like then had it said against me, right? Like, and all this kind of stuff. Like, I don't really, personally, I don't like that race is like a conversation. Like I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, and when people, like, one of the most annoying things to me is like when people ask me like what are you? And most of the time it's like they're just curious, right? Like what, like my like background.
I was curious when I first met you.
Yeah, and that is the case for like most people, right? It's like, and there's nothing like really wrong with it, but it leads to in some ways, right? Like this kind of stuff, right? Where like you don't fit in, or you can fit in now better because I know that you are the same skin color as me, so you're gonna understand my struggle, or you're gonna understand. And it's in a way like because you're trying to fit in with somebody, or you're trying to relate. So it's not meant in malice, but it in a lot of ways it can create a divide.
Yeah.
And so like just like growing up and like having like see like kind of like both like sides of it, it's kind of like soured me to any of it, if that makes sense. I would much prefer that we just kind of like removed race in most cases from conversation, just so that we can get past it.
Yeah, and that's in the perfect world, though. You know, however,
we don't live
like the way that it is right now. You know,
Yeah.
ain't nothing get removed because it's like way too many things going on, and it's like too much. You know, of the propaganda that's, you know, like blowing up everything too as well.
Yeah.
And it's just like a lot of stuff going on from each and every side to where, you know, it's just a sucky ass situation right now. And it just is what it is though, you know, and it's like, I would like to remove, you know, race from, you know, just from conversations, you know, and all that stuff like that too. But the reality is just like, you know, some of us are dealing with things, you know, more than others, though, you know, and like it is what it is, though, you know, just
when everybody has a past, right? I think like it's in some ways easier for me to say that because like I see it like race negatively from both sides more than I see it positively from either side, right? Just in my personal past experience, right? Whereas like some other people that are on like one side or the other historically are like, oh, this is where I feel comfortable. This is like who gets me. This is like my community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other side is always attacked me. So like, of course, like your history is going to like bleed into like what you do in the future and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, so I get that like it runs deep, right? Like, and that kind of stuff. So, Buzz fam, you gotta let us know that this one was, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah. And I thought that joiner joint was like, but like this right here, it's right up there with it. It's right up there with it.
It's definitely up there with it. All right. If y'all new here, welcome to the Buzz fam. Hit subscribe button so you don't miss nothing.
Yep. See you on that next, y'all.
Peace.